Give yourself some love by creating a routine. Hi loves, and welcome back to my channel. Today's self-love and motivation number 7 will be creating a routine to show yourself some love. Last week we talked about removing fear, removing doubt to help us to be able to take on challenges and face things that we were fearful of because of fear of failure or fear of the unknown. So for myself and what I did this week was to actually research and actually talk to people about a business venture that I'm wanting to do. And I actually stepped out of my comfort zone and reached out to some people that I know, some resources, and I'm hopefully going to get things up and running here in the next couple weeks. So yeah, I stepped out of the fear of people not really wanting to hear what I had to say or not being interested in what I had to do or what I wanted to do, and just stepped out on faith and had the confidence that I needed and believed that I was capable of doing it. And so yeah, things are going to start going in that direction. If they work out, great. If they don't, it's okay. I patted myself on the back because I stepped out on faith and did it. So creating a routine can help in so many ways. It helps to relieve stress. It helps to relieve anxiety. So for creating a routine, it's best to think about planning things out, and it's okay if it doesn't go according to plan, but as you get into a routine and you're doing it on a more consistent basis, it becomes natural for you, so you're no longer stressing about it or worrying about it because you've got a routine, you've got a pattern, you know that this is how this is going to go. So some examples of a routine you can maybe start for yourself to help your days go and not be as stressful. When you come home from work, you can put your shoes in the same place that they should always go, so that way you know where those shoes are. So if they're in your closet, that's where they go. If they're in the shoe rack when you first walk in the door, put them there. Put your keys in a centralized location that you know that if you go to that place, those keys are there. So now you got your shoes for work the next day where they need to go. You've got your keys in their place. Then you come in and maybe get your work clothes ready for the next day before doing anything else. So that way you're prepared. You've got your shoes where they need to be. If you're going to wear them the next day, you've got your keys in place, and you figured out what you're going to wear for the next day. Now take that 15 minutes of decompression, sit down, relax, clear your mind, woosah. They've given you those 15 minutes, you've cleared your mind, and now you can go and focus and take on what's next. So after you've taken your break to decompress, now talk to the kids, see how their day is going, and go from there. Then after you've done that, you've talked to everybody, you've talked to your spouse, you guys are caught up, and you know how things are going and what's the plan for everything. Now you can transition into either dinner or the activity for the night. Ready to sit down and have dinner by 7, no later than 7:30 every night. We have dinner at the table as a family. Everyone stops what they're doing. We all sit down, we eat, we talk about more things that happen with our day, and we just kind of share with each other. Then the next thing you can do would be to have maybe sit down, even read time with the kids, or sit down and maybe watch a show that you guys all like, or maybe continue to help them with their homework if that's something that they need help with, or if it's just you and your spouse, you have your sit down and talk time, or even read time with each other for that as well. And then you transition into getting ready for bed. So you've got yourself set in a routine on what needs to happen during your work week, and it's becoming less stressful. And now you're either gonna sit and maybe read, or sit and maybe watch a show with your spouse or your mate, and set yourself a time for bed. Going to bed at the same time every night, or getting prepared for bed at the same time every night, helps the body to prepare itself for rest. You'll notice that your body will start to wind down and actually go to sleep if you get it into a routine of knowing that bedtime is at this time. So getting yourself in a routine with going to bed as well, and then make sure that you're doing things that you know will help you to actually rest. So for me, I can't sleep unless there's some white noise going on. So we'll leave the TV on, we'll turn it all the way down to 1, and then I'll get myself in position, I'll go to bed. I get up at the same time every morning, Monday through Friday. I try to do it on the weekends too, but it's a little more challenging. But I try to get up Monday through Friday at the same time every morning. And then I get my daughter up and wake her up, and then we move. But the whole gist of all of this is that I've created a routine, and I've stuck with the routine to be consistent. And this has allowed me to not be so stressed in the mornings when it's time to get everybody up and going, to not be so stressed when I come home from work, and to be able to help everyone get prepared for their next activity or for dinner or whatever else that we're doing here at home. But creating a routine does help to alleviate stress because you're prepared for what's coming and you're not taking off guard. Life does happen and things do come up, but being prepared with a routine helps you to avoid a lot of life stresses that come along. This will help you with your health, help you with your weight, help you physically, mentally, emotionally. Creating a routine will help you to be able to overcome a lot of life stresses because you're prepared for what's coming. You are aware of what needs to be done, and you're not thrown off or taking off guard. So this week, I challenge you to create a routine for yourself. Even if it's just a small routine, try 1 or 2 pieces of creating a routine. Maybe put your keys in a centralized location so you know where they are when you get ready to go in the morning. Maybe find your work clothes the night before. That becomes your routine. You know what clothes you want to put on for the next morning, and there's no fuss in the morning trying to figure out what to wear or stressing out because this doesn't fit like I want it to anymore. And then even if it's setting a bedtime for yourself, try this week to just set a bedtime for yourself to say, I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to be in my bed by 10 o'clock every night. If you've got to get up a little earlier, then definitely set it for a lot earlier. But say 10 o'clock each night, I'm going to be in my bed, all electronic devices off, put away. If you're like me and you need a TV turned down, and relax your mind, clear your mind, and find rest. So whatever it is that you're going to create for a routine this week, comment down below and let me know what you decide to do. And I hope that it works for you and helps you to relieve some stress and show yourself some love. Thanks, loves. Be blessed. Less stress. Shoncy Speaks. See you next week.